Picture this. She has everything. The relationship she wanted. The man checks every box. Attractive, successful, emotionally available, career going well, good apartment, active social life, health is good. Objectively, her life is working. But she wakes up feeling empty, restless, like something is missing, but she can't identify what. She looks at her life on paper, and it makes no sense. Everything should equal happiness. The math should work. But the equation doesn't close. And she has no idea why. She tries to figure it out, makes lists, talks to friends, goes to therapy. Everyone tells her she has nothing to complain about. She agrees. She knows she should be grateful, should be satisfied. But the feeling won't go away. The emptiness persists. What if I told you this isn't her fault? What if I told you that female satisfaction operates on an algorithm that is mathematically designed to never reach equilibrium? That you can input everything correctly, optimize every variable, meet every stated need, and the output will still be dissatisfaction. Millions of women experience this exact phenomenon. They achieve everything they said they wanted, and they feel nothing. Or worse, they feel empty. And they blame themselves for being ungrateful, broken, impossible to please. But they're not broken. The system is broken. I've watched this algorithm run across more time than you can imagine. Different eras, different cultures, different circumstances. Same inputs producing the same failed output. Today, I'm going to show you exactly why satisfaction is mathematically impossible for the modern woman and why she doesn't understand the mechanism causing it. But I need to warn you, this will challenge everything you believe about what women want and what makes them happy. This is system-level analysis. Pay very close attention. Here's what mortals don't understand about female satisfaction. It's not about what she has. It's about an algorithm that's fundamentally designed to never reach stable equilibrium. You can input everything correctly, every variable optimized, every need met on paper, and the output will still be dissatisfaction. Not because you failed, not because she's broken, because the equation itself cannot be solved. The mathematics of female desire don't allow for sustained satisfaction. This isn't opinion. This isn't theory. I've observed this exact algorithmic failure thousands of times across every demographic, every life situation, every type of woman you can imagine. Same system, same broken output. You see, mortals operate on a fairness model. They believe satisfaction works like a checklist. Input the right components, get the right result. Good relationship plus good career plus good health plus good social life equals happiness. The equation should balance. Linear cause and effect. But here's what actually happens in reality. Female satisfaction doesn't operate linearly. It operates on competing algorithms that cancel each other out. The moment one produces a satisfaction signal, another produces a dissatisfaction signal. The system is mathematically designed to never stabilize. And she has no conscious awareness this is happening. Let me show you how the algorithm fails. I watched a woman achieve everything on her stated list. Got the attractive, successful man she said she wanted, the career she worked toward, the lifestyle she planned for, the friend group she cultivated. Objectively, every input was optimized. Input 1, relationship quality, 9 out of 10. Check. Input 2, career satisfaction, senior position, good salary. Check. Input 3, social life, active, fulfilling. Check. Input 4, health and appearance, good. Check. Run the algorithm. Expected output, satisfaction, fulfillment, happiness. Actual output after 6 months? I should be happy, but I'm not. Something feels wrong. I don't know what's missing. I look at my life and it's good, but I feel empty. What's wrong with me? The equation predicts happiness. The result is emptiness. The algorithm is broken at the foundational level, and she has no idea why. And this is why you've been confused trying to satisfy women your entire life. Not because you're not doing enough, but because the system you're trying to satisfy operates on impossible mathematics. You're trying to solve an equation that has no solution. You're optimizing variables in a formula that's designed to never balance. But here's where this gets fascinating. The algorithm fails because it's running multiple competing programs simultaneously. Let me break down the core variables that make satisfaction mathematically impossible. Variable 1, hypergamy. Her brain is constantly scanning for higher value options. This isn't conscious. This is ancient programming running in the background. Even when she has a good partner, her algorithm is evaluating, could I do better? The comparison never stops. The scanning never ends, which means satisfaction with what she has is impossible because the system is designed to always seek the upgrade. She's with a man who's an 8. Her brain is noting the existence of 9s and 10s. She's making 6 figures. Her brain is noting people making 7 figures. She has a good apartment. Her brain is scanning better apartments. The algorithm doesn't allow for this is enough. It only allows for could this be better. Perpetual dissatisfaction built into the code. Her brain adjusts to positive circumstances rapidly. What felt amazing 3 months ago becomes baseline. The excitement of a new relationship fades. The pride in the promotion diminishes. The joy of the apartment becomes normal. Her satisfaction algorithm recalibrates constantly. What was once an 8 out of 10 in happiness becomes a 5 out of 10 just through the passage of time. Not because anything got worse, because her brain adapted and reset the baseline. So even if you maintain the same quality, her satisfaction decreases automatically. The algorithm is designed to habituate to positive input and require increased input to maintain the same output level. It's a treadmill that speeds up the longer you run on it. Variable 3, social comparison. Modern women are running satisfaction algorithms while simultaneously being exposed to thousands of curated highlight reels daily. Instagram, TikTok, friends' posts. Everyone's relationship looks better. Everyone's life looks more exciting. Everyone's appearance looks more polished. Her brain is running her satisfaction equation while constantly inputting comparison data from artificially enhanced external sources. Her objective reality might be good, but her subjective experience is shaped by comparative data showing her hundreds of examples of seemingly better. The algorithm is trying to calculate satisfaction while being fed distorted input about what everyone else has. The equation can't close because the variables are poisoned with false data. Let me show you how these variables interact to create impossible mathematics. Woman has good relationship. Variable 1, hypergamy, notes attractive men exist. Variable 2, hedonic adaptation, reduces satisfaction with current partner over time. Variable 3, social comparison, shows her feeds full of seemingly perfect relationships. Run satisfaction algorithm. Output, something feels wrong with my relationship, even though objectively nothing is wrong. Same woman. Good career. Variable 1 notes higher positions exist. Variable 2 adapts to current success level. Variable 3 shows her peers with seemingly better careers. Output, dissatisfaction with career despite objective success. A pattern repeats with every life domain. The algorithm cannot produce stable satisfaction because the variables are designed to prevent it. I've watched this algorithm run for thousands of years. Ancient empires, medieval kingdoms, modern cities. Cleopatra had everything. Power, wealth, beauty, intelligent men pursuing her. Still restless. Still seeking. Marie Antoinette had luxury beyond imagination. Still felt empty. The inputs change across eras. The algorithmic failure? Constant. The system has always been broken. Technology just made it worse. And here's what makes this truly brutal. She can see the contradiction. Most women, if you ask them, will admit it. I know I should be happy. I know I have a good life. I know I have nothing to complain about. I can see objectively that things are fine. But I feel empty anyway. And I don't know why. She's aware the output doesn't match the input. She can see the equation should work. But she doesn't understand the mechanism. She doesn't know about the competing algorithms. She doesn't know about the mathematical impossibility. So she blames herself. Maybe I'm ungrateful. Maybe I'm broken. Maybe something is wrong with me. Maybe I'm impossible to please. And that's the cruelest part. She is trapped in a system that's designed to fail, and she thinks the failure is her fault. She doesn't realize it's not her. It's the algorithm. The code running in her brain is mathematically incapable of producing sustained satisfaction given modern inputs. But nobody told her that. So she keeps trying to solve an unsolvable equation and wondering why she keeps failing. You know what drives me insane about this? Society sells her the idea that satisfaction is achievable. Get the right education, right career, right partner, right lifestyle, and you'll be happy. It's a calculable outcome. Follow the formula, get the result. It's a lie. The equation is unsolvable by design. But they keep selling her the solution. Courses on finding yourself. Workshops on discovering your purpose. Therapy about identifying what's missing. Self-help books about manifesting fulfillment. Retreats about getting in touch with your authentic desires. None of it works because they're trying to solve for variables that don't exist. The problem isn't that she hasn't found the right inputs. The problem is the algorithm itself is broken, and they profit massively from her chasing an impossible output. The self-help industry, the therapy complex, the coaching world, the wellness sector, all of it, they're selling solutions to an equation that cannot be balanced. And every time the solution fails, they sell her the next one. Maybe you need to work on yourself more. Maybe you need different tools. Maybe you need deeper healing. The algorithm will never produce satisfaction, but they'll keep selling her the promise that it will. But here's what they don't tell you about this system. There's a fourth variable that makes the equation even more impossible: the modern identity crisis. Previous generations of women had clear roles, clear expectations, clear metrics for success. The algorithm was simpler, fewer variables, more stable output. Modern women are running satisfaction algorithms with no clear parameters. Be independent, but also find a partner. Be career-focused, but also family-oriented. Be strong, but also feminine. Be sexually liberated, but also relationship-minded. Be ambitious, but also content. Be confident, but also humble. The inputs are contradictory. The algorithm is trying to optimize for mutually exclusive outcomes. So even if she achieves one metric, she's failing another by definition. Gets the career success? Algorithm flags neglecting relationship. Focuses on relationship? Algorithm flags career stagnation. Has children? Algorithm flags loss of independence. Stays child-free? Algorithm flags biological clock. The system is designed so that every choice produces dissatisfaction in another domain. Mathematical impossibility by design. I watched this play out with a marketing director. She'd built exactly what she said she wanted. Independent career, no man controlling her life, financial freedom. But she felt empty without a relationship. Found a good partner, moved in together. Now felt guilty about not focusing enough on career advancement. Got promoted to VP. Now anxious about not having enough time for the relationship. Had a child. Now panicking about losing her professional identity completely. She was trying to optimize for mutually exclusive outcomes, and the system ensured she'd feel dissatisfaction no matter which path she prioritized. The equation cannot be balanced when the variables cancel each other out by design. And this is where mortals completely miss what's happening. They think she's being difficult or ungrateful. She's not. She's trapped in an algorithm, optimizing for impossible outcomes. Every choice she makes satisfies one variable while violating another. The system guarantees perpetual dissatisfaction, regardless of how well she executes any individual decision. Let me take this deeper. Watch what happens when she tries to fix the dissatisfaction by changing variables. Relationship not working? She finds a better man. Initial satisfaction spike. Then hedonic adaptation kicks in. 3 months later, back to baseline emptiness. Career not fulfilling? She switches jobs. Initial excitement. Then adaptation. 6 months later, same restlessness. She's changing every input in the equation. But the output remains constant, dissatisfaction. Because the problem isn't the variables. It's the algorithm itself. No combination of inputs produces lasting satisfaction because the processing system is designed to habituate, compare, and seek upgrades perpetually. She's trying to solve for X in an equation where X is defined as unsolvable. I watched a woman cycle through this pattern for years. Changed partners 3 times. Changed careers twice. Changed cities once. Changed friend groups multiple times. Changed her entire lifestyle. Every change produced temporary satisfaction, lasting weeks to months. Then the emptiness returned. She kept thinking, if I just find the right combination, if I just optimize the variables correctly. But the equation was never going to close regardless of input, because the algorithm is fundamentally broken. And here's where it gets even more impossible. Variable 5, the comparison between stated preferences and revealed preferences. She says she wants stability. Her algorithm rewards excitement. She says she wants a good man. Her algorithm produces attraction to unavailable men. She says she wants success. Her algorithm makes her feel empty when she achieves it. What she consciously wants and what her subconscious algorithm rewards are misaligned. So even when she gets what she says she wants, the algorithm doesn't produce the satisfaction output because the algorithm is optimizing for different variables that her conscious mind articulated. She's trying to satisfy a system whose actual parameters she doesn't have access to. Impossible by definition. In all my time observing human systems, this is perhaps the cruelest design. The female satisfaction algorithm is engineered to drive perpetual seeking while making stable satisfaction mathematically impossible. Ancient Athens, Victorian England, modern Los Angeles, the mechanism is identical. The variables multiply in modernity. But the core algorithmic failure is the same. She seeks what cannot be found because the algorithm ensures the search never ends. Let me show you the final variable that makes this completely unsolvable. The retrospective distortion algorithm. Her brain rewrites past satisfaction levels to justify current satisfaction. She remembers the early relationship as more exciting than it was. She remembers the old job as better than it felt at the time. She remembers her past self as happier than she actually was. The algorithm is literally rewriting her memory to make current circumstances feel worse by comparison to an artificially enhanced past. So even if you maintain quality, her brain is comparing it to a past that never existed at the level she remembers it. You're trying to compete with a false baseline. Mathematical impossibility. Most mortals watch this happen and assume she doesn't know what she wants. Wrong. The algorithm knows exactly what it wants. Perpetual seeking. Constant dissatisfaction. Never-ending search for the next upgrade. She's just not consciously aware that's the program running in her brain. She thinks she wants satisfaction. The algorithm wants the opposite. So you have hypergamy keeping her scanning for better. Hedonic adaptation reducing satisfaction with what she has. Social comparison poisoning her perception of her own circumstances. Identity confusion creating contradictory optimization targets. And retrospective distortion making the past seem better than the present, regardless of objective quality. 5 variables all working against stable satisfaction. The algorithm cannot produce a stable positive output. It's designed not to. But here's what nobody tells you. This isn't just about relationships. This affects every domain of her life. Career, friendships, living situation, appearance, everything. The dissatisfaction isn't specific to one area. It's systemic. The algorithm is running across all domains simultaneously, which means even if she achieves satisfaction in one area, the other areas are flagging dissatisfaction. Total life satisfaction is impossible because the algorithm requires all variables to output positive simultaneously, which the system prevents. Most mortals spend their lives trying to satisfy women without understanding they trying to solve an equation with no solution. They think if I just do this one more thing, if I just fix this one issue, if I just give her this one thing she says she needs, then she'd be satisfied. But you're adding variables to an equation that's designed to never balance. You're optimizing inputs in a system that's programmed to reject stable satisfaction. And here's the kicker that changes everything. She doesn't know this is happening. She experiences the dissatisfaction. She feels the emptiness. But she doesn't understand the mechanism. She thinks it's situational. If I just change this circumstance, I'll feel better. If I just achieve this goal, I'll be satisfied. If I just fix this problem, the emptiness will go away. But the emptiness is algorithmic, not situational. It's not about the circumstances. It's about the processing system. You can change every external variable, and the internal algorithm will still produce dissatisfaction because that's what it's designed to do. She's trying to fix her life when the problem is her satisfaction algorithm, and she has no idea. So let me make this crystal clear. Female satisfaction is mathematically impossible, not because women are broken, not because they're ungrateful, not because they're difficult. It is because the algorithm running in the female brain is designed by evolution to never reach stable equilibrium. Perpetual seeking was adaptive for survival. Perpetual dissatisfaction kept women scanning for better options, better resources, better circumstances. But that same algorithm in the modern world, where basic needs are met and options are infinite, creates perpetual unhappiness. The system that was designed to drive survival now drives misery. And she doesn't know why, because she has no conscious access to the algorithm running her emotional state. So what do you do with this information? First, stop trying to solve an unsolvable equation. Stop thinking if you just do enough, give enough, be enough, she be satisfied. The algorithm doesn't allow it. You're not failing. The system is designed to produce dissatisfaction regardless of input quality. The mathematics guarantee the outcome. Then, understand that her dissatisfaction isn't about you. It's not about your inadequacy. It's not about what you're failing to provide. It's about an algorithm running ancient code in a modern environment producing outputs that don't match stated desires or objective circumstances. She can have everything and feel nothing. That's the system, not you. The equation cannot close regardless of what you input. And finally, recognize that she doesn't understand this herself. She experiences the emptiness and assumes it's situational or personal. She doesn't know about the competing algorithms. She doesn't know about the mathematical impossibility. She's trapped in a system she can't see. So her constant dissatisfaction isn't manipulation or ingratitude. It's algorithmic inevitability. She's running code she didn't write and can't debug. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The modern woman is running a satisfaction algorithm designed for a world that no longer exists, with inputs that poison the variables, producing outputs that ensure perpetual dissatisfaction. She will never be satisfied long term because the mathematics don't allow it. The equation cannot close. The system is designed to fail, and she has no idea why she feels empty despite having everything. This is what I've observed across thousands of years of human behavior. Women in every era running the same broken algorithm with the same failed output. Modern women just have more variables poisoning the equation, making the impossibility more obvious. But the core mechanism has always been broken. Satisfaction was never the goal. Seeking was the goal. The algorithm is working exactly as designed. It's just that the design ensures unhappiness. The choice is yours. You can keep believing that satisfaction is achievable, that if you just find the right combination, give the right inputs, optimize the right variables, she'll finally be happy. You can keep trying to solve an equation that mathematically cannot be balanced. You can keep blaming yourself when the algorithm produces its predetermined output of dissatisfaction. Or you can accept the system-level reality. Female satisfaction operates on an algorithm designed for perpetual dissatisfaction. The inputs don't matter. The processing ensures negative output. You're not failing her. The algorithm is designed to fail. Stop trying to solve the unsolvable. Stop blaming yourself for an impossible equation. The math doesn't work because the math was never meant to work. I'll be watching.